Luis Severino, I'm tipping my cap to you. You're my man. He's a member of the Aths. You may not remember. Well, if you're a Yankee or Met fan, you know Luis Severino. If you like the number 67, I mean, it's close. You may be a fan of Luis Severino, the man who signed a 3 year, $67 million deal to play in Sacramento and stood there proudly with the owner, John Fisher, as they introduced, "We are different. We are the Cubs in a rebuild, signing Edwin Jackson and overpaying him because who could stand losing a hundo? We are heading into a new stadium, so we're going to sign a player to." No, he won't be in the new stadium. "We are moving to a new city, and we are going to do it with proof that we're here to compete." Oh, no, we're not acknowledging that we even play in Sacramento. So it can't be that. "We want to show the union that we're spending money." What? Ridiculous. The contract itself was ridiculous when it was signed. Total overpay. Here's my rule of when you overpay a player. When you overpay a player, the player should be willing to play nicely. The players should be willing to say, "I am so thankful that the Sacramento Aths gave me $67 million in a 3 year deal. I don't care about Vegas. I don't care about Oakland. I don't care about Sacramento. I don't care about the clubhouse or the air conditioning or walking in from left field. I don't care about any of it because you gave me $67 million. Therefore, when I'm asked, I'm going to be super supportive and super fall in line. Just keep those checks coming, Johnny boy." Well, Severino has not quite done that. He's sort of done the opposite. He has come out loud and proud against the stadium in Sacramento, what was once considered an above-average AAA stadium, showing you the difference between AAA and the big leagues. Big difference. The union and the league got together, and they recognized that the team couldn't stay in Oakland, that the team needed a temporary place to play in the same time zone, that there was a TV revenue issue by keeping the team in the same general neighborhood. The union and the league agreed all throughout the process that the Sacramento Stadium was going to be mediocre with occasional days of total hot and wet and crap. The union was a part of it from day one. So was the league. Everyone knew. Everyone knew that it was not going to be ideal. Severino, when he signed, he knew he was signing to be a Sacramento player for 3 years. I've always contended that all you have to do to get a player to do anything you want, similar to an employee, if you overpay, you're going to get what you want. The problem is Sacramento didn't get what it wanted. They got a guy impugning Sacramento in the stadium every single day. They've got a guy who has these great home road splits where when he's on the road, he's playing in big league parks, he said, big league hotels, big league clubhouses, big league air conditioning, big league surface. I can pitch like a big leaguer. Now, don't bother me when I give up a ton of runs on the road like he did at Yankee Stadium. Don't bother me when I'm not pitching well or have a 2-9 record with a 5+ ERA. Don't bother me unless, of course, you want to trade me. In which case, hell yeah. I would love to take that overpay and go pitch for a contender because the Aths stink and they're sellers. Now, I know as much as anyone that you can buy during the offseason and sell during the season when your team doesn't perform at the level that you deluded yourself into thinking the team would perform at. Normal. I didn't realize that the A's would be 16 and a half games behind the Astros. I didn't see the A's going 12-16 in June. I didn't see the A's as having a better record right now than only the White Sox and the Rockies. My pick for manager of the year was Mark Kotsay, for crying out loud, Meatloaf. Now, are the A's going to sell as they head into Vegas, supposedly in 2028, or Portland, or wherever it is they're going to play, or Sacramento? When you're running a team, you sell when you're supposed to sell, you buy when you're supposed to buy, and you try to be good the first year of a new stadium. Page 1, page 2, page 3 of the owner's playbook. It's a busy playbook. But in this case, if you are John Fisher and the Aths and you're looking for money, which you are, you can't necessarily get the price you want for the earthquakes, which you need. You know you've got a funding gap with a Vegas ballpark or any ballpark where you're only getting under $400 million of public money for a $2 billion ballpark. If you can save operational money for a team that has no chance, you can bet your sweet pippy you're going to do it, except there's not one team out there who will trade for Luis Severino at his current price. You remember that we love marking players to market. You may remember that we love looking at all of our players and saying, oh, that guy makes $5 million in the open market. He'd make 30. That's a plus 25 for me. You may remember when a guy's making 30 million but is playing like a minimum guy, you're saying, oi, that's a minus 29 for us. And if you are in the minus on your team, you're not doing well and you're not doing it right. Well, the minute Luis Severino signed on the dotted line, and I do not blame him in the least, $67 million for 3 years? Where do I sign? The problem is they can't get anyone to pick up that contract. It's a 2-year deal. This is year 1. Year 3 is a player option. Now, maybe Luis Severino doesn't pick up year 3 at $22 million. He's going to. Therefore, what baseball teams have to do is they have to include money in a trade. So what it would mean is you're paying someone to not play for you. Bad enough when you're paying injured players not to play, but they're still on your team, whether they're on your roster or not, if a 60-day injured player is not on the roster, but those are just rules. But when you are paying for a player to play for another team, believe me, I've done it. It's terrible. You can pretend that you don't look and you can pretend that you're not paying attention, but you do look and you are paying attention. And the only way for the Aths to move Severino is to pay his salary or a good part of it. Not going to happen, even though Severino wants to get traded.